Hey everyone, Alex from Gray Fox Games here to show you how to play War of the Worlds: The New Wave. A quick note that some of the components, such as these minis, are upgraded components. Check grayfoxgames.com for availability. To set up the game, place the game board in the center of the table. Give each player all tokens, cards, and buildings for their faction. Add 3 civilians to each region that shows a civilian icon. Place the invasion ship token in the region marked with the invasion ship icon. Add 1 tripod and 1 UFO to the same space on the board, and set the alien damage marker to 0. Next, each player finds the 10 cards in their deck that are specially designated with these symbols as starting cards. Shuffle all 10 starting cards together and then draw 5 to make up a starting hand. Each player then shuffles their non-starting cards and deals out 5 in an offer row in front of them. The alien player goes first. On your turn, you play all 5 cards in your hand, either gaining one of the actions shown on the card or discarding it for no effect. If you select an action with this icon, that means you execute the action and then remove the card from the game. When you choose actions with this symbol or this symbol, you gain resources needed to purchase cards. There are 3 types of cards you can buy: action cards, building cards, and unit cards. You can buy as many cards as you can afford, refilling the offer row as soon as you take a card. Once per turn, you can also remove 1 card from the offer row, placing it on the bottom of the offer deck. When you buy an action card, simply add it to your discard pile. When you buy a building card, remove the card from the game and then immediately build the matching building in a legal region. If you're the alien player, legal regions are those adjacent to the invasion ship or other alien buildings, assuming they don't have buildings or human civilians or units in them already. If you're the human player, a legal region is anywhere you have at least 1 civilian and where there are no other buildings or alien units. When you buy a unit card, add a new unit of that type to the board and put the card in your discard pile. If you're the alien player, new units are always placed in the invasion ship location. If you're the human player, army units must be placed in a space with at least 1 civilian token and no alien buildings or units. Navy units must be placed in the Portsmouth Sea region. Players are not allowed to play 2 unit cards on the same unit in the same turn. For example, you can't use these 2 tripod cards on this same tripod. However, you can use both this tripod unit card and this Reap action card on the same tripod. If you play a unit card and have no units you can use it on, you may instead add a new one to the board following typical rules. Each unit has rules dictating how they move. Civilian tokens, army units, and tripod units can only move on land. Navy units can only move on sea. UFO units can move over both. Army and tripod units in the same region block the other one from leaving, meaning only a player with more of one than the other can leave the region. If an action has this symbol or this symbol, deal damage to your opponent. When aliens deal damage to the humans in a region, that damage is first dealt to buildings, then units, and then finally civilians. Unless otherwise specified by this symbol, all human buildings, civilians, and units take 1 damage to destroy. When humans deal damage to alien tripods or buildings, that unit or building stays on the board, but the damage is tracked on the alien damage track. Alien UFOs cannot take damage. After your turn is over, draw 5 new cards from your supply deck. If there aren't enough, shuffle your discard pile and continue drawing. If the human player deals 30 points of damage to the alien forces, the game is over immediately and they win. If the alien player destroys all 30 civilian tokens, the game is over and they win immediately. And that's how you play War of the Worlds: The New Wave. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to type them below and we'll get to them as soon as we can. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.